Hello, how are you today?
Doing great. How are you?
Very good, thanks.
Good.
So, I want to ask you, going into the sixth season, what has this season been like for you as an actor? Like obviously things have changed for you this season, so I'm curious, kind of how the vibe has been.
Yeah, well, first of all, the vibe has been great. Everyone has been super supportive about me becoming a series regular on the show, and so warming and just it's just been great. For me, I've been enjoying the storylines that my character has gotten to portray. Uh, she's got a new job. She's working for the Inspector General's office, auditing cops. She's pregnant, so she's got a lot to deal with. And yeah, I've been having a lot of fun.
Going into the rest of the season, I'm curious how she's dealing with the events that have happened to her in the last episode, because obviously things kind of ended on an intense note for her.
That's a good question. That was really intense because, yeah, the family didn't really, they didn't really get along. And who wants to not get along with your parents, right? We all want that. So I'm actually also looking forward to seeing how that's going to play out. We haven't really seen, oh, I haven't read anything yet to see how that's going to pan out. But I'm sure we will once she has the baby and parents have to come back in, and hopefully Hondo can get into his good graces, my father's good graces. I hope.
And I'm also curious because, after the break in at her work, and she made the decision that she didn't want to learn how to use a gun, which I love that whole that whole angle that she didn't want to be in the position to take a life potentially just to protect, her work or herself. How did you feel playing through that? Because it must feel somewhat realistic.
Yeah, I mean, I try my best to place myself in a situation like that that could be real. And I've honestly, I'm not gonna lie, in my own life, after watching Dateline on a Friday night, I lock my doors and I imagine what I would do if someone broke in. And so I know what that is like. And that's just me imagining it. And it's very, very scary. And so playing this out on screen, it was pretty intense. And I could imagine wanting to have a gun as well to protect myself, and that conflict of, oh, but what if something happens? What if I accidentally kill someone that I love? It's really challenging, and it's hard. And it was hard for me to play that. And but I did it, and I thought that it came out really well.
I really love that scene between you and Shamar in the gun range, and just the whole give and take there, and his approach to how he was dealing with trying to bring her into that zone, I guess. What was it like working with him so far this season?
See, this season has been great. Shamar and I have gotten along so well. I've been working with him for quite a few years now, and there's just a great deal of respect for each other and great chemistry, and we work really well together. And Shamar is just a sweet, kind man.
He brings such incredible energy when he talks about this show. I love just how passionate I mean, he's passionate anyway, but this show in particular, does he what is he like behind the scenes otherwise on set? Is he that energetic?
Times when he's super energetic, but also, he's in almost every scene. So he's also focused and preparing for what's next and learning his lines. But he's really great with the crew. And on downtimes, he and the crew, they're playing cornhole and just having fun. They have a like a table tennis game in one of the rooms just so that people can feel normal and just have that camaraderie. He's great.
That's awesome. I guess looking ahead, obviously you don't know where it's going, but I'm curious if you had to wish for her, what's to come before the end of this season. Do you have a wish for her?
Let's see. I think I would love to see more conflict, or yeah, more conflict, because who doesn't like conflict with the IG's office job, right?
Oh yes.
Where else that could possibly take her. There could be a little drama there between her and Hondo, and then they come back together. Why not?
Did you feel a little sad maybe that she didn't accept the gun? Because obviously, I mean, a lot of the other guys get to play with the guns. Is that
I mean, and there's a part of me that's like, okay, well, she has the gun now. Then what happens, right? Now you have the gun. Where will that take you next? I played other roles where I had to shoot a gun, and I honestly I don't like to shoot a gun, so I'm okay. I'm okay.
well, last thing I know is, it's that time of year when we talk about New Year's resolutions. Do you have a New Year's resolution as an actor or even for your character?
I don't do New Year's resolutions. I once did a vision board. I did, just to try it out. But honestly, I feel like, and I don't want to be sappy, but I feel like I do live out my life the way that I see it. I dream it. I think of things in my head. I go for my dreams and my goals. I try to stay healthy, and I could do better at certain things, sugar and all that. But it's not that it has to be in January. Like, it should just be all year round.
That is a great way of looking at it. I totally agree. Thank you so much for the time. I really appreciate it. It's a pleasure.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.